students, good morning to all of you. I am YK Sharma again available here to teach you chemistry. Boys, I have already explained you the different concepts of acids. Today I am going to discuss about the concept of base. What do you mean by base? There are two concepts of base. First is called classical concept. Classical concept. Another is called Arrhenius concept. Arrhenius concept. Okay? Now, according to classical concept, I have already told you that this concept is based upon the physical and chemical appearance of the substance. According to this concept, base are those substances which are bitter in taste. Bitter in taste. What is the taste of base? Bitter. Another is they are slippery. They are slippery to touch. You have seen the example of soap. All soaps are slippery to touch. Okay? And third, red litmus to blue. Okay? Third, red litmus to blue. And fourth is can conduct electricity in their aqueous form. Aqueous form. It means they can conduct the electricity in their aqueous form. And five is when they react with acid to form what? Salt and water. And what is the name of that process? That is called neutralization. So these are the classical concept of base. First is they are bitter in taste, they are slippery to touch, they turn red litmus to blue, and they can conduct the electricity in their aqueous form. And when they react with acid to form salt and water, and that process is called neutralization process. For example, you can take NaOH. NaOH is base. When it will react with acid to form what? NaCl, salt plus water. This is called salt. And this process is called neutralization process. Through this process, you can prepare salt and water. Okay? This is the classical concept of base. Now, what are the Arrhenius concept of base? Arrhenius concept, as we know, according to Arrhenius concept of acid, they will produce H plus ion in the aqueous solution. But in case of base, according to Arrhenius concept, that bases are those substances which produce OH minus ion, that is called hydroxide ion in the aqueous solution. In the aqueous solution. Okay? Now let us see the example. For example, NaOH. NaOH in aqueous solution, it will produce Na plus and OH minus. Similarly, KOH will produce K plus and OH minus. Similarly, MgOH whole twice, that will produce Mg2 plus 2OH minus. Similarly, you can take another example, AlOH whole thrice. AlOH whole thrice will produce aluminium 3 plus 3OH minus. Okay boys, you have seen the example of these different bases. Now let us, one more thing you have to keep in mind, that a very important thing is that what do you mean by acidity of a base? Acidity of a base. Okay, now acidity of a base. Acidity of a base depends upon the number of replaceable OH minus ion in the aqueous solution. What do you mean by acidity of a base? That is replaceable OH minus ion. Some OH minus ions are produced in the aqueous solution. So, the number of OH minus ion in the aqueous solution indicates you the acidity of a base. Okay? If it has one replaceable OH minus ion, hence its acidity is 1. Its acidity is 1 and its acidity is 2. Its acidity is 3. Because 3 OH minus ions are produced in the aqueous solution. And if the acidity of such base is 1, then you will use one term, monoacidic base. What do you mean by monoacidic base? Whose acidity is 1. It means it will produce 1 OH minus ion. Similarly, this is also known as monoacidic base. This is also known as diacidic base. This is also the example of triacidic base. Okay, it is clear? So if your question is asked that give the example of diacidic base, you can give the example of diacidic base, that will be MgOH twice. Give the example of triacidic base, that will be the answer ALOH thrice. One more thing you have to keep in mind, that those bases which are soluble in water, they are called alkali. And sodium, that is the reason sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide both are alkali, and which are not soluble in water, they are not considered as alkali. Okay, so in this way you have learned the different concepts of acid and bases. Okay, in next video I will discuss about the different strength of acid and base and different types of acid and base. Thank you very much. I will see you.